Hi everybody, I'm standing here behind the Morgan family branch, actually on the fields. A lot of activities for kids happen on these fields, but this is going to become an important site for us as we look into the future. And I wanted to keep you guys abreast of what's happening because this is a historic moment for our organization. This is our oldest building, built in 1977, and has had an amazing history. And I wanted to talk about what looks ahead a little bit for us. And I have Lauren Johnson, who is our association facility director. And Lauren actually has been here almost as long as me. How many years, Lauren?
It'll be 35 here in a few weeks.
And so what is the significance of this property right where we're standing right now?
Well, Charlie, when I came to the Y in 1984, I was blown away as I came into this building.
So Lauren, when I walked in 1983, people told me, state-of-the-art facility. Where are we at with this facility right now?
Well, as we've evaluated the condition of the facility and the infrastructure, we know that this building isn't going to last many more years, and it's not going to be able to service the community here in Tacoma for the next 50 to 100 years the way in the condition that it's in.
So we're going to build a new building.
We are going to build a new building.
So how is that going to work? So what is this property? I've said this is significant right here. Why is this significant?
Well, as we've looked at the site with our architect and contractor, we've developed a plan where we can build a new facility behind the existing branch and keep the branch open for operation throughout the construction.
But what is it going to look like inside? So we have a few new buildings. What can we look forward to seeing?
Well, a lot of the existing program amenities will be in the new facility. It'll have a much more open feel. There'll be new program elements that some of our newer facilities have. The pool in particular will have some recreational features to the pool that will enhance the activities of families for the future.
Pretty exciting. So Lauren, you're leading this project for the whole association. You're interacting with the architects and the construction company. It's important to you. Why is, this building, tell us why it's important to you and why it's important to the community.
Well, Charlie, like I said, when I came in 1984, I had come from a Y in St. Paul, Minnesota, and just this building was family at that time. The staff, the members, the volunteers, they were personally family to me. My kids grew up here, and many of the members' kids that I had in program in the 80s and 90s, now their families are their kids are growing up at this branch. So it's a legacy that's going to continue for many, many years, and I'm excited for my family legacy to continue as well.
So it was great to hear from Lauren Johnson, 35 years in this organization and leading this effort to build it from his heart, because it represents who he is. And I have another person who's going to play a key role in this project, Toby Roberts, our director of philanthropy, and he's one of the leads in helping us raise money for this important project. And Toby, tell us a little bit about how it's working and how it's going so far.
Yeah, so this project is, first of all, this project is dear to me. I'm a father of 3. My girls have come up through Y programming. My son's 6 years old. He plays soccer on these fields. So as a father and a North End Tacoma resident, just having this Y in our community is so important to us all. And as a staff, it's a big responsibility. We got to raise a lot of dollars to make this project happen. We've made great progress so far. We've got a ways to go, but we're all leaning in. We have a volunteer team, including Mary Senecal, Vern Harkins, John Woodworth, Michael B. Smith is on the team, Pete Norman is on the team, Erin Chagrin is on the team. Her Family Foundation was the lead gift to get us moving on the project, to really light the fire and make us think, gosh, this is really possible.
So Toby, one thing I've always been impressed with you, is that, you know, you do a task helping to raise money, but it comes from something inside you.
I mean, we are here for the community. We're here for families. We're here for teens. We're here for the foster children or the foster community. I think of one kid, his name's Denavian, I watched him grow up from 14 years old, angry kid, had no place to be, found a home at the Y, found mentors at the Y. And he found activities, he found a positive outlet, he found people that cared about him. Today, I saw Denavian yesterday, he's got a girlfriend, he's got a job, he's got a place where he lives, and he embodies what we're trying to do. When we say strengthen community, we're talking about kids like Denavian.
So I loved hearing Lauren Johnson's story about when the first day he walked into the Y and he knew that this was a community he wanted to be part of, raise his family. Because I had a very similar experience. 1983, I walked in the back door, came in, Clint Scott brought me in, and I was introduced to the morning exercise program led by Pete Pilkey, and it was amazing, the energy and the connection with people's lives, that I just was swept up in it. I could feel that people were proud of being a member of the Y. This was a community. People knew each other, and I wanted to be part of it. And I got to hear the story. What cemented it for me was the history of this Y, and that George Weyerhaeuser and Bill Phillips got together with community leaders and said, we want a YMCA for families to be raised and people to have a connection point. And they made an investment in the YMCA, and they handpicked John Morgan to be the CEO to lead this project. And the National YMCA said, there's no money to be raised in Tacoma for a new building. And John and the volunteers persevered and built this building and opened it in 1977. And within 6 months, we had 15,000 members and a 9-month waiting list because people wanted to be part of this amazing facility and amazing community. And 42 years later, we're embarking on the next 50 to 100 years. We stand on the shoulders of John Woodworth, John Morgan, people who came before that led and believed that the YMCA was great for the community, for generations to be raised inside those walls. And now we're looking ahead for the next 50 years. So I'm really excited to see the next groundbreaking event that happens. Thank you.